well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. A wonderful day, all of you. Welcome to our Institution of Global Professional Free International webinar. Thank you all for joining with us in this session. Once again, I am Kamrul, coordinator of IGP from Bangladesh. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member, and I feel honored to host this webinar, and it's my delight to welcome you all to our Institution of Global Professional Free International webinar. Once again, thank you again all for joining with us in this marvelous session. My lovely audience, before starting the program, I request everyone to share this webinar in your newsfeed and social media. And don't forget to mention your friends in the comment box. Before we have completed our 760 webinar completely. Today I will be presenting webinar number 761. And this is series webinar number 9. Today our series webinar name is 21 First Century Tools in Teaching Mathematics. And today our program name is Utilizing Mobile Application in Teaching Mathematics. Today we have a speaker from Philippines. Today our speaker name is Engineer Nelpiti Vincent Flores. He is a senior high school teacher too of Congressman Ramon Ronalde High School, Department of Education from Philippines. Let's we welcome our speaker to the screen.
Hi,
Hello,
sir.
sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. So, thank you, sir, for
Thank you,
that.
sir, for joining.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So,
Sir,
so please
before
do let me
starting
know,
the
sir.
program, I request you to share your.
Okay, sir. So to start, so by the way, my name is Engineer Nilbit Vincent D. Flores, a senior high school teacher too from Congressman Ramon A. Arnaldo High School, Department of Education under Schools Division of Baraja City, Capiz, Western Visayas, Philippines. So, can I start, sir, my discussion today?
Yes, sir. So before starting your presentation, I request you to share the screen. PowerPoint slide.
Okay, sir. So allow me to share my presentation.
Okay, sir. You can start your presentation now.
Wait, sir. Just a moment, sir. Wait. I will just fix my presentation, sir. Is it now visible, sir?
Yes, sir. It's ready now.
Okay. Okay, so good morning, everyone. I'm so glad that I am here today presenting to everyone, and of course, sharing my knowledge and acquired skills about one of the tools used in teaching mathematics in the 21st century. Significantly, my focus of discussion is on the utilization of mobile application in teaching mathematics. Okay, so but before we proceed, so let me read to you first the objectives for today's discussion. So at the end of the session, participants should be able to first recognize the role of and nature of mobile applications in the teaching and learning process. Second, choose appropriate mobile application that will foster fun, engagement, and love for learning mathematics to learners. And the third one is to design meaningful learning experience that engage learners and promote mastery through mobile applications. Okay, so the common existence of smartphones or tablet nowadays could provide aid for better education. So through various applications that could be freely installed, learning was possible at any convenient place and time. So among the school subject, mathematics was one of the most difficult subject to learn, adding the fact that traditional face-to-face was altered to blended learning. Approaching mathematics would become more difficult. So in this new normal education, independent learning might improve the difficulties in studying mathematics. However, an effective tool should be introduced. This is where mathematics mobile application comes in, which it's incorporated with what we call pedagogic design to resolve the current educational needs. So whether you're a student studying for an exam or a teacher is looking for an innovative ways to share content with your students, there's no denying that mobile applications are changing everything we know about education. And in this brave new world, the possibilities seem endless. So, mobile devices and apps are increasingly valued as important learning tools in the K 12 program. Apps, in particular, are the fastest growing dimension of the mobile space in the K 12 sector right now, with impacts on virtually every aspect of informal life and increasingly potential in almost every academic discipline. Okay, so and what exactly is mobile application? So let us have first the unlocking of terms. First, let us define mobile phones. So a mobile phone is a small technological object designed for making and receiving calls and text messages. It is worn or carried by individuals and operates without physical connection to the network. Next is the application software. It is an application, or let us say that it is a application program, or simply an application is a computer software that performs a specific function directly for an end user or in some cases for another application. An application can be self-contained or a group of programs. Now, combining these two terms, you come up with the term mobile application. So, and what exactly is this? Mobile application is a type of application software designed to run on a mobile devices, such as smartphone or tablet computer. So, a mobile applications frequently serve to provide user with similar services to those accessed on the personal computers or PC. Apps are generally small individual software units with limited functions. And also, a mobile application may be known as an app, a web app, online app, iPhone app, or known as the smartphone app. So, why should we use mobile applications in education? So, there are reasons why we need to use mobile apps in education. First is it enhances classroom experience. Since that mobile application could supplement the material being taught in class, allowing students to really learn the information through fun and engaging activities. And we all know that educational learning apps, or let's say educational learning mobile apps, can be very useful in helping students master concepts they're learning in the classroom. So take Homer as an example. Homer is a popular learning app used in many elementary classrooms that can help students master math and other skills. Another reason is 24/7 availability. Since a mobile app is a not time-bound learning, but student can study whenever they want. Educational mobile apps are available 24/7 unlike school. So an educational institute is not open or available all the time, but unlike schools and institutes, the education mobile apps are available all the time. So you do not have to worry about the schedules. You can use your desired mobile learning app anytime you want to study or learn, even if you have any queries or conclusion, or I mean confusions related to the subjects, you can get in touch with your tutors and teachers. So you do not have to wait for the next day to arrive so that you can take an expert help. So a mobile education app is a solution for all. Another reason why we need to use mobile application is that it can be an enhancement of knowledge, since that an app could provide updated knowledge to the student, and it increases the quality of education which is being provided in the school. So the area of education is very dynamic, and in every day some new information is being added. There are these education apps that provide updated information for education, an app to teach the student about the general knowledge. By using these educational apps, students can enhance their knowledge base and can increase their credibility. Okay, so next is remote access. Since mobile application app can easily track the lecture in the app and keep themselves updated with their curriculum. So in this case, if they are unable to understand the lesson once, they can take the lecture again. And of course, mobile application can decrease the burden as they can easily access the information of the subject. Another is the another way is it gives a limitless learning. Mobile app can access any kind of mathematics information, and also it can even learn things from higher standard if they want to. So apart from school education, they can search for any kind of information they are interested in. Mobile applications are making the student hungry for information. The education apps are not only improving the education system in the world, but are also making the student smarter. It is the most synchronized way of learning, and it is also available for everyone, either rich or poor. Okay, so this time, let's proceed to the categories of mathematics application by instructional role. So the first category is the simulation app. So what is a simulation app? So it allows students to study complex mathematical ideas by modeling real life situation, and it is usually employed for specific learning areas where physical environment cannot be replicated due to complexity, lengthy time frames, or hazardous condition. So under simulation app, they let students write math and see what it looks like by representing it visually through, for example, we have lengths, rotations, and lights. So one example of simulation is that they let students write any number and see it as a length. So let me give you some examples of simulation app. First is the FET interactive simulation, specifically in mathematics. So it is an app that creates a free interactive math and science simulation. This app is based on the extensive education, research, and engage students through an intuitive, game like environment where students learn through exploration and discovery. Okay, so this is the interface of the PhET interactive simulation. So, for an excellent introduction to function, so the PhET simulation function builder provides a very visually appealing resource, as you can see on the screen. Using the pattern option, even very young students could explore important concepts. So this is a very intuitive to use to our student. So this is one of the example of simulation app. Second example is the Prodigy Math. It is an adaptive math practice game for students to learn and improve their arithmetic and problem solving skills through game rewards and quests. So, a Prodigy Math game is a curriculum aligned, a fantasy based math game which is used by millions of teachers, parents, and students around the world. So, a Prodigy Math is a learning tool which, with the core elements of an online role playing game, adaptive, engaging, game based learning platforms designed to help students love learning, specifically in mathematics. So, this is now the interface of the Prodigy Math. So, the students need to compete in math duels against in game characters. It borrows elements from role playing game or known as the RPG, such as the Pokemon. To win, they must answer sets of math questions. So, as a teacher, you can customize these questions to um, to supplement class materials. So, the game also uses adaptive learning and differentiated instruction principle to adjust the content, addressing each student's trouble spots. And also, Protege also feature powerful and immediate reporting tools for both teachers and parents, from progress report to usage report, and more use uh, of the students' data to identify where they excelling or struggling, so you can customize the content in game for them. So this is the what we call Protege Math. Another example of simulation app is the Minecraft, which is it is a game in which a player can use a 3D blocks to build simple things like houses as well as complex things like programmable computers. It can be used in the classroom to teach math concept from beginning multiplication tables to advanced one. So Minecraft can be used to teach many important 21st century skills. According to Minecraft Education Edition, teachers using Minecraft as an educational tool found significant improvement in creativity, collaboration, problem solving, and computational thinking skills in their students. So let me share to you the interface of the Minecraft. So if we want to build a garden using the decimal fraction, so in this case, students will be able to relate fractions and decimal using the base 10. Students will be able to construct a 10 by 10 grid. Students will be able to creatively design a garden and label their work. So, using the Minecraft, students may choose to plant flowers, vegetables, ores, or other blocks. Another is it can also be used in solving area and volume. So, in my Minecraft application, student could apply knowledge and skills related to rectangular and square arrays, since the aim of this application is to enhance understanding in the concept of area and volume. Okay, so those are some examples of simulation applications. Okay, so now let's proceed to another category, which is the guided discovery applications. So, guided discovery application allows for exploration and experimentation within a predetermined framework. It also investigates mathematical concepts and relationships by dragging and moving objects as they look for patterns and make generalizations. So, what are some examples under guided discovery application? First one is the hands-on equation, which allows you or allows our student to interact algebra with games and lessons. Students will have fun with the experience of having success with sophisticated algebraic equations. So, hands-on equations is the ideal first introduction to algebra for elementary and in the middle school students. Not only will these students have fun and be fascinated with the program, but their sense of self esteem will be dramatically enhanced as they experience success with sophisticated looking algebraic equations. Okay, so this is now the interface of the hands-on equation. So this hands-on equation is divided by every lesson. So in lesson one, the student mentally tries to figure out the value of the pawn that makes both sides balance by using reasoning or a guess and check strategy. So the game pieces do not move in this first lesson. So in lesson two, the student places the game pieces onto the image of the balance scale to represent both sides of the abstract equation. In lesson 3, the student uses what we call legal moves with the pawn to simplify and solve for the unknown x. So in lesson 4, the student learns to use legal moves with the cubes. In lesson 5, the student solves equation involving subtraction. In lesson 6, the student works with equation containing parentheses. And in lesson 7, that is now the review of the lesson. So under hands-on equation, a video introduction is also provided for each lesson. Each video introduction is followed by 2 examples and 10 exercises. Okay, so another example is the Matland. It is an educational video game for children and adults. So with it, they will learn and obtain reinforcement for the main mathematical operation. We have addition, subtraction, multiplication, sorting from higher to lower, the division, and the negative numbers. So this will be the game plot of the land of what we call the game plot of the Matland. So an evil pirate named Max has stolen the sacred gems and has cursed the islands, filling them with obstacles and traps. So the students need to help Ray, as you can see on the screen, our pirate, to find the gems and restore the natural order of things. So they need to navigate their ship through um, the seas to get them. But remember, they will need a spyglass to discover new islands. So in this case, they need to solve fun math games to get them. Like for example, addition, subtraction, numbering, multiplication tables, and division. So those are the things the students need to do or accomplish in order to complete the task. So this is the interface of the Matland. Okay. Okay. So let's proceed now to another category, which is the measurement app. So when we speak about measurement app, it empower learners to make accurate measurement through multimedia tools. So what are some examples of the measurement app? First is the Smart Measure. Smart Measure is a tool in the second set of the Smart Tools collection. This is a what we call rangefinder or telemeter measure the distance and height of a target using trigonometry. So a smart measure is an app that lets you calculate short distances with your Android. Just point your camera in the direction of a nearby object and the application calculates the distance between the camera and the object. So as you can see on the screen right now, so this is the interface of the smart measure. So you need only to stand up and press the shutter. So the important point is that you must aim your camera at the ground, not the object. So in order to measure the distance from someone, aim at this shoe. After measuring the distance, you can measure your friend's height. So that is how we use smart measure. Another is the all-in-one calculator. It is a simple, clean, and easy to use calculator with a complete set of tools for day-to-day life, such as a unit converter, currency converter, percentage calculator, and more. So basically, all-in-one calculator can be from a simple or complex calculation to unit and currency conversions, percentages, proportion, areas, volume, etc. So this all-in-one calculator application does it all. So this is now the interface of all-in-one calculator. So this app can solve linear, quadratic, or let's say equation system. It calculates percentages, proportion, and ratio. Find out the mean, convert decimal to fraction, check prime numbers. It can also easily convert between all the common units on the same screen. So let's say, for example, can convert shoe and ring sizes, Roman numerals, or numeric bases. So those are some examples of measurement application. So now we have here the drawing or graphing applications. So another categories of application. So when we speak about drawing or graphical application, it provides an open tools to represent mathematical ideas graphically. It is also an open tools that allows learner to create their own visual content, facilitating pictorial illustration of geometrical concept. And it permits students to accurately represent complex mathematical construct at fast speed, freeing them from tedious calculation, tabulation, and drawings. Okay, so what are some examples of this drawing or graphical apps that you can use in teaching mathematics? The first one is the GeoGebra graphing calculator. I know that this application is very common to all of us, especially for those teaching mathematics. So it is a free software tool that was specifically designed for teaching and learning mathematics. It is also a graphic calculator for drawing for curves of a function. So GeoGebra graphing calculator helps students plot function and solve equation individually or in pairs. Students can analyze class data and perform a linear regression to find the line of best fit, or they can observe transformation with a slider. Um, GeoGebra also helps students to visualize mathematical concepts that can seem abstract at times. It is a tool that allows you to visualize and manipulate the function and also vectors, or let's say more feature about the GeoGebra graphing calculator. Okay, so as you can see now on the screen is a graphing calculator which allows you to draw the curve of a function. So on the other hand, this GeoGebra graphing calculator also allows you to move the curve by sliding it around. You can also obtain the coordinates or the precise points, such as the point of intersection of the two curves. So that is one of the example of the drawing or the graphical app. Next is the Desmos graphing calculator. Okay. So what do you mean by this application? So Desmos graphing calculator instantly plot any equation from lines and parabolas up through derivatives and the Fourier series. Desmos graphing calculator is known as the next generation of the graphing calculator, since that the calculator can plot a variety of different equations from line to parabolas and more. It can take a set of data and create a graph. So this is now the interface of the Desmos graphing calculator. Okay. Now another example is the GeoGebra geometry, which which is used to construct circle, angles, and visualize transformation. It can easily construct triangles. It can be used also to drag points, draw parallel lines, and intersect circles. So in using this application, the students can learn how to create polygons, visualize transformation, or could format some of their constructions. So with this, they can create a construction with points, line, circles, polygons, and angles. It could they can also explore interactive geometry by dragging the points, or let's say measure lengths and areas. So basically, GeoGebra geometry helps students to visualize mathematical concept that can seem abstract at times. It is a tool that allows you to visualize and manipulate the function, vectors, and some other features of geometry. So there are numbers of exercises called the materials to help students learn concept step by step. So teachers using this application can also create their own exercises tailored to meet their own needs. So the teacher can easily share these exercises with students, whether it is sending the files by through email or using the Moodle or the Leia, or putting them online with a single click in the materials area of the GeoGebra's website. So it is a site for sharing GeoGebra resources. Okay. Okay. Another category is the informative application. So a informative application present a one-way mathematical information through a combination of text, images, video, sound, and or animation. Example of informative apps are dictionaries and a list of formulas. So let me share to you some of the example of this application. First is the mathematics dictionary. It offers a comprehensive reference guide for terms related to basic math, geometry, and algebra, and is best designed for beginning and intermediate students who need to build a solid foundation before moving on to higher math classes. Basically, this dictionary or this dictionary application of mathematics provides a jargon free definition for over 6,000 or even the most technical mathematical terms. So this dictionary covers all the commonly encountered terms and concepts from pure and applied mathematics and statistics, such as linear algebra, the optimization, nonlinear equation, and differential equation. In addition, there are entries on major mathematicians and topics of more general interest such as the fractals, the game theory, and the chaos. So using this dictionary application, you'll find a graph, diagram, and chart to render definition as comprehensible as possible. So while entries are clear and accessible and offer an ideal introduction to the subject. For an easy understanding of the mathematical term with description, it is also properly given in this dictionary. It increases your knowledge regarding understanding of each and every word. So this mathematics dictionary application contains algebra algorithm, the adjoint, the arcos, and more. So application does not need the internet connection since it is an offline platform, or I mean an offline application. Another example of the informative app is the All Math Formulas. So All Math Formula covers every single numerical equation like algebra formulas, geometry recipe, analytical geometry equation, derivation equation, integration equations, trigonometry recipe. We have also the Laplace change equation and the probability equation. Okay, so the all math formulas, as you can see on the screen, is very useful math formula that serve as a quick reference. You will not forget math formulas anymore because this app will also help you as a teacher and of course our students who are uh, preparing for some competitive exams like your departmental tests or let's say your summative tests or any kind of test or exams. Okay, next example of informative app is the math formulas and practice. So this application is an offline app and it contains a large collection of formulas and practice. So math formulas and practice is also known as a learning app for all. So child, teen, young, and old man can learn math using this formula and practice application. Okay? So basically this math formula with practice or let's say an example app contains all the basic math formulas which has example math with each. You can learn the formulas and can practice the uses of the formulas. This will help you or your students in in their performance and in any let's say in any job preparation. It is very helpful for the student of class 1 to 12. This app is the most helpful for the students since the main content of the students' applications are the following. The first one is it has a basic algebra formulas with practice math. Second, it has a basic geometric formulas with appropriate figure and practice math. Third, it has a basic trigonometric formulas with practice math. It has also a basic calculus formula. It will also give you a quiz test. It will also provide you a favorite list. And of course, it has only a low app size. Okay, so that is the math formula and practice. Another category is the drill and practice app. So it provides a routine exercises to reinforce the basic skills and procedures within a very structured format. It is also the most uh, app which provided which have provided a quite homogeneous and repetitive in nature. So under this application in the drill and practice, feedback is usually provided through short phrases or let's say audiovisual element using this app. So the feedback focuses on the correctness of the answer rather than on the problem solving process itself. So this drill and practice app can be used for individualized and differentiated instruction. So what are those example under this drill and practice app? So first is known as the math riddles. So math riddles level up your IQ with a mix of logical puzzle. It also reveals your mathematical talent through brain games that are hidden in geometrical shapes. So in this application, you will train both parts of your brain by exploring the relations between the numbers in the geometrical shapes, and you will stretch the limit of your mind sharp. So with this math riddle application, it could challenge your student with different levels of math games and stretch the limit of their mind using this app. This brain game are prepared with an approach of an IQ test. Your student will solve the relationship between numbers in the geometrical figures and complete the missing numbers at the end. So logical puzzles and math games have a different levels, and players who have strong analytical thinking ability recognize the pattern immediately. So basically, using this app, so what are the benefit of math riddles? So the first one is this app improves attentions and focusing with logical puzzles. It also develops memory power and perception abilities like an IQ test. It also helps students find out their potential both in schools and in daily life. And lastly, it helps them manage stress control in an entertaining way. So that is the one, or let's say the advantages of using this math riddle application. Another app is the Khan Academy. It is a free website and educational app that could um, include thousands of educational videos covering math, science, art, history, and other subjects. So Khan Academy is reliable and highly useful source of academic learning. So we all know that Khan Academy is an education app for everyone. Whether you're a parent helping your first grader with geometry, or let's say a postgrad looking for a deep dive into a microfinance. So if there's a topic you want to learn about, no matter how basic or advanced, chances are Khan Academy has a video lesson for it. So that is one of the advantage of Khan Academy, since it has a video lesson for that particular topic. So Khan Academy, as you can see on the screen, offers practice exercises, instructional videos, and personalized learning dashboard that empower learners to study at their own pace in and outside of the classroom. So basically, the application tackles math, science, computing, history, and or let's say art history, economic, and more. So this app focuses on skill mastery to help learners establish strong foundations, so there's no limit to what they can learn next. So this is one of the advantage of using this Khan Academy application. Another is what we call the Matrix Workout. So it is an Android app that is developed to improve our mental calculation skills using a series of arithmetic workouts. So this Matrix Workout is one of the best Math Master app that brings our student to the most entertaining practices and fast math exercises to test and enhance their math skills. It is inspired from Vedic math. This app will let our learners be a math master and learn math tricks to improve their calculations skills in a very easy and fun way while surfing over the greatest brain challenging math practice application. So this is the advantage of using this application. Okay, next is the next category I mean is the tutorial application. It is similar to drill.
and practice app, but they also provide a formative feedback about the problem solving process to the user. So the application assesses the student response and feedback on or revision is given accordingly. So ideally, this application would sequentially present information, provide a problem solving guidance, allow for practice by the student, and can also assess their performance. So what are some example of this kind of application? First is the Symbolab Math Solver and Helper. It is a new professional math calculator and math problem solver. It is an online service that computes step-by-step solutions to mathematical problems in a range of subjects. So let me show to you the interface. So this Symbolab Math Solver and Helper is an advanced math education tool which allows users to learn, practice, and discover math topics using mathematical symbols and scientific notation as well as text. So the Symbol Lab provides automated step-by-step solution to algebraic, trigonometric, and calculus topic covering from middle school col- through college. So excuse me. So this application will help our students to have a step-by-step explanation that could really help them not only to solve problems but also allows them to learn how to do other similar to in their own way. So this app will also help our students with their math studies, ranging from algebra all the way to pre-calculus. So this application offers a wealth of smart calculators, including equations, simultaneous equations, inequalities, integral derivatives, limits, tangents, or let's say the trigonometric equations, functions, and more. Okay. So next one is what we call the Microsoft Math. I know that this application is very common to all. So this application or this tool shows solution to math equation and allows user to explore related content to the original math problems. So the app support many math topics from pre-algebra to calculus and often provides more than one method to find a solution. So basically, this application helps you to learn math free with a step-by-step instruction. So your if you want to get your homework, you can use this application because it helps you to have a simple arithmetic to advanced algebra and calculus uh, problems, and also it can scan math photo, use handwriting or calculator. So this application also recognizes the problem to solve it with detailed step-by-step explanation, interactive graphs, similar problems from the web, and online video lectures. So that is how we use the Microsoft Math. Okay. Next is um, the Photomath. So this application is a camera calculator that allows you to simply scan and solve math equation. It is supported on Android and also in iOS. It is a wonderful app that makes calculation a lot simpler, easier, and fun. So we all know that Photomath instantly scan and solve math concept, ranging from arithmetic to calculus, and explain how to solve math problems through step-by-step instruction and animated tutorials. So basically, Photomath leverages artificial intelligence, or known as the AI, technology to recognize math problems and produce sequential explanation to problems for instant help. So this application also recognizes handwritten or print-based problem. It solves equation almost instantly and provides step-by-step explanation that help our learners understand how to solve the problem. Okay. So next is the math tutorial. Okay, so this math tutorial offers a comprehensive guide to terms related to basic math. So sorry for the wrong word, that is a math tutorial. So an algebra and is best designed for beginning and intermediate students who need to build a solid foundation before moving into higher math classes. Okay, so this is the feature of math tutorial. So as you can see, you can use different topics using this application. Okay, now to end my discussion, so let me read to you first the quote by the George Corus. So technology will not replace great teachers, but technology in the hands of great teachers can be transformational, because technology can never be replaced a great teacher, but if the technology is being used by the great teacher and that great teacher is skillful enough with regards to the use of technology, so specifically in mobile application, it will bring transformation not only to the school that they belong with, but also to the world, to the whole world. Okay, so that would be all. So thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your wonderful session. This is really very informative session for the maths, I think. Thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation.
Thank you, sir.
So now we are proceed to our quiz competition. Then we come back again with our Q&A session. Okay, sir. Dear participants, this is our quiz session time. Today our quiz code is IGP. Let's enjoy our quiz video. Dear participants, this is our quiz session time. You can join this session by IGP quiz. Sorry, you can join this session by slider.com and today our quiz code is IGP quiz. You can also scan our QR code on the screen to join this session. And don't forget to mention your friends in the comment box to join this live quiz session. And top 10 quiz competition winners get their quiz certificate after this session from our official Facebook page. Our Facebook address is Institute of Global Professionals. I request everyone to join with your full name, which should likely print on your certificate. After this quiz session, we have most exciting session, that is question and answer session. And after that, we have certification process. Now that one participant joined us, we have started our quiz competition after 1 minute later. So to join this session, you have to go to slido.com, and today our quiz code is IGP quiz. Let's restart our quiz competition now. So be ready. Our first question is, what is mobile device management? Is it controlling the amount of storage on your mobile device, or software solution that can control remote mobile devices? Option number two, software solution that can control remote mobile devices is the right answer. Our Our next question is, which of the following should you do first to secure a mobile device? Is it assign a first code or download updates? Option number one, assign a first code is the right answer. Our next question is, which is incorrect when utilizing titles? Is it capitalized formal titles appearing after someone's name or lowercase title when they are not used with someone's name? Option number one, capitalized formal titles appearing after someone's name is the right answer. Our next question is, a company that provides collaboration, online meeting, and video conferencing application, is it WebEx or encryption? Option number one, WebEx is the right answer. Our next question is, some potential benefits to utilizing technology in a workshop include increased motivation and engagement or less distraction among peers. Increased motivation and engagement is the right answer. Our next question is, what is one consequence of an overheating mobile device? Is it higher RAM usage or degraded battery life? Option number two, degraded battery life is the right answer. Our next question is, in teaching mathematics, teachers should focus on a blend of drill and computing and number sense method or rote memorization of math, facts, and rules. Option number one, a blend of drill and computing and number sense method is the right answer. Our next question is, effective teaching of mathematics uses evidence of a student's thinking to dash progress towards more. Is it make or access? Option number two, access is the right answer. Our second last question is, the DGS is a great tool for teaching English or mathematics. Option number two, mathematics is the right answer. Our last and final question is, which country has highest proficiency level in mathematics? Is it USA or China? Option number two, China is the right answer. Congratulations of our top 10 quiz competition winners. Top 10 quiz competition winners get their quiz certificate from our official Facebook page. Our official Facebook address is Institute of you to a global professional. Now we proceed to our Q&A session. Let's we enjoy this video. Welcome, Dexter.
Yes, sir.
Dear
Thank you.
participants, this is our Q&A session time. You can send your question in the comment box. Our speaker ready to answer the question. So if you have any question related to this topic, you can ask the question in the comment box. Dear participants, we are still waiting for your question. Dear participants, if you have any question related to this topic, you can ask the question in the comment box. So our first question is, can you make apps with AR?
Hello. Hello, sir. Am I clear?
Yes, sir, you're clear.
Okay, so basically, there are lots of applications in the Play Store that with an AR. So what you're going to do is you need only to find that application in the Play Store. So because there are lots of application that we can use, especially in when we are teaching mathematics. So there are lots of application that we
we can install or download in our phones or tablets.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I hope there is no more question because your topic is very clear. I think our
Thank you, sir.
participants understand your lesson very clearly. Thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation. I hope our participants learn something new from your presentation. Sir, what is your last and final words for our audience?
Okay, so before I end, before I end my, I would like to thank everyone who are listening on my discussion about the utilization of mobile applications in teaching mathematics. And I hope that you learned something from my discussion. And I hope that you could apply all of those applications on your lesson, especially when you are teaching your students in mathematics. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your suggestion. So we hope we'll meet together in another session in IGP platform.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Dear participants, today this is a series program, and today our program name is Utilizing Mobile Application in Teaching Mathematics. Today our program code is IGP 3300. The code is IGP 3300. Without code, no one is eligible for certificate. With code, you can claim your certificate anytime from our website. Our website address is eduygt.com. And without an account on our website, you can visit only, but you can do anything functionally. So to download your certificate, you have to go to our website, then you have to enroll the program, and after that you can claim the certificate. And after downloading your certificate, don't forget to celebrate with IGP checking. Thank you everyone for attending this session. I hope you learned something new from this session. So let's learn together and grow together with IGP. Thank you. Thank you.